Right now. Okay, let's get into it. Welcome to Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. This day, in fact, is ruled by the magician in within the tarot. Okay, we're gonna get into it. Okay, but we're gonna do something a little bit different. Getting everything out the way. Um, yes, yes, yes. We got different glasses. Okay, no makeup. Got a little chapstick on, lotion. We're not doing too much, right? Oh, natural. I love it. Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night wherever you are in your day. I hope you're feeling loved and blessed. Let's do that first. Okay. Welcome to Wednesday, as I said, ruled by the magician, the planet Mercury, which then in turn rules Gemini and Virgo. Um, Mercury being all about communication, right? Or their lack of. People don't communicate enough, right? So we'll get into that maybe. We'll see. We'll see. So we're doing something just a little bit different, but we'll get into that too. Okay. All right now. So, and well, like my grandpa used to say, let's talk a little bit about Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday carries the energy of Mercury, the messenger between worlds, timelines, and truths. On this day, okay, the veil thins just enough for ancestral wisdom, okay, to speak through signs, symbols, and synchronicities, right? Okay. This spread, we're gonna maybe we do a couple. We'll see how things go. I don't know. This spread invites your ancestors by blood, by spirit, and by soul lineage. Okay, to share guidance. We want guidance, right? Meant to strengthen you in your present. You could be strong where you are right now, but sometimes it's not really about getting a sign. It's them letting you know, hey, maybe you might want to be a little careful about the people in your life, the behaviors in your life. We'll see what's going on, right? Okay. All right. So, like I said, Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday. The message, okay, of the magician, right? The magician of the tarot, okay, is all about originality, okay? Originality, all right? Skill, your willpower, your self confidence, or their lack of, huh? Dexterity, right? The dexterity of your hands, or their lack of. It happens, right? I mean, life ain't perfect, okay? And even if, what if you didn't have your hands? Would that mean you're less than? Right? All right. So, like I said, dexterity and sleight of hand. Okay, we're gonna get into these things also. Okay, grasping the unseen. Have you ever been in a situation where this just there's so much more to it and you don't see it or you don't want to see it? Harnessing it to become reality. A situation, any situation, anything about yourself, any kind of behavior. Right? Okay. All right. Drawing forth the ineffable into the material realm of existence. Okay. What does that mean? All right. Because what we're dealing with is new and inventive. We want fresh. Okay. Right. Okay. We want individuality. We want expressiveness and readiness. Oh, this is a very important one. Okay. This is a very important one. Readiness with grace. What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay. What does that mean? Let's think about that. conscious regulation, okay? Readiness with grace, right? Has somebody ever needed your help and you just kind of, could you imagine if you're in that position and you really needed somebody help or something like that and just horrible feeling, okay? Let's see if that pops up, okay? The magician, okay, draws upon relics, representatives of the elements. Fire in his lantern, okay? If we look at the card, the voice of the sea in the shell. And you listen, you pick up a seashell and you listen to the ocean. Have you ever done that? A breath of wind in the raven's feather. Have you ever been outside and you just kind of feel like the wind blows and you feel like you're getting a message? Did you listen to that message? These are ancestral messages, okay? That's what we're dealing with today, okay? Ancestral messages. Because Wednesday is about communication, and Wednesday is also one of those days where the veil, they say, is thin, not just Halloween, okay? Wednesday, okay? All right, now. Okay. First, from the leaves. Didn't I just say, do you ever go outside and the wind blows and you feel like you're picking up on a message? Because there is a message there, okay? He knows what he wants, or she knows what she wants. Either way, it's not about, we're not doing gender, it's just the word person. The person knows what they want, right? They know they can make it happen, right? As they say, clock it, right? All right. He knows he can make it happen with conscious exertion of his will and his knowledge of how to manipulate the world. This is the magician, okay? Wednesday correlates to the magician in the tarot. Wednesday also correlates to the planet Mercury. I think when I said that connects to manifesting and communication. So that's what we're going to cover this evening. Ancestral oracle message, right? Okay. This is how it's going to break it down. Just going through my notes. I take notes, I sit here and I read. I like to read and research, and there's a lot we could cover. I mean, and leave that in the comments. Let me know, like, what more do you want me to cover? Because as of right now, the videos are about 20 so minutes long, and I think that's pretty good. But if I want to get more like the benefit of, I mean, might as well get a benefit, right? Right? Let's not be a tonta. No vamos a tonta in 2026. No me es mensa. No me es mensa. All right. So what we're gonna do? We gotta breathe, right? Being stressed out. Let's do the first one that I had. Okay. And see how it goes. Because there's so many different ways you can do it, and we want the right way. Okay, so it's going to be Oracle and Tarot. So we have the Tarot, we still have to kind of shuffle, and then we're going to use my Ancestral. I call these my Ancestral. These are for the ancestors. What's the ancestors got to say? Okay. I'll show you these. And I've had these for so many times. Tarot's not new. Just the internet is being on the internet and talking and then recording and posting it, and but it's all for fun. But we want to take it serious, and we wanted to expand. That's why I tell you, say, leave in the comments, like, don't forget to, like, subscribe. Don't forget, I'm gonna say that now. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And if you could, hit the like button one more time. It'll be so much appreciated. And then go on and leave me a comment. Like, how do you want me to expand? You want me to expand a little bit more on this? Expand a little bit more on that? I don't know. And that's the really important part for this. If it's going to grow, is don't forget to share it out, send it to people, send it to your homies, whomever. Just like hey, it's just for fun. Like, hey, watch this, grab your tea, grab your cup of whatever, get your and sit on down and press play, and because I watch YouTube. I watch the news, and then I watch YouTube. I'm watching Empire on Tubi. I don't want to get in trouble. So anyways, let's get back to this. Let's get back to the important part. Okay. So this is what I call my ancestral cards. Okay. So they're a little different. Okay. They do have a more indigenous language to it. So it's gonna be a little hard. Okay. I'll explain what this is and what these are. If they come up, I'll show you this one, because this one is actually a spirit guide. The Nagua. Um, there's I'll explain it. I'll explain it. I'll explain it later. Okay. Let's get to that later. But these are the ancestral. So they'll go on top. These will be the advice. So beautiful cards. Okay. So let's go ahead and discuss the spread that I'm going to do. Let's do that first. Okay. So what I got is it's a 5 card spread. Okay, for ancestral connection. Okay, the card 1 is going to be a tarot and then an oracle. This is your core message. This is the primary message or overall theme your ancestors want you to hear right now. Okay, card 2 is going to be just tarot. Okay, it's going to be a past experience specific ancestor. Okay, this card points to a specific memory, past experience, or the particular ancestor or ancestors who has the most relevant guidance for your current situation. Okay, then card 3 again is going to be a tarot card, and it's going to be what ancestors' gifts should I channel. Okay, all right. All right. Yes, because it's going to be how your ancestors are currently protecting, assisting, and walking with you, right? Because your ancestors are walking with you. Okay. Card 4 is going to be a tarot. How can I better connect with my ancestors? Huh? Right? Okay. How your ancestors are, how they're currently protecting you. Okay. All right. Then card 5 will be a tarot with the oracle. And this will be the message of support from your ancestors, okay? The way forward, how to integrate this ancestral wisdom into your daily life moving ahead, because it's all about moving forward, moving ahead, progress, not looking back at nothing and doing all that. So let's go ahead and start shuffling these and we can get to it, right? All right, because we always got to shuffle, thinking of our with our purpose and intent. I get tongue tied a lot. I have a lisp, so I can't hear. I'm gonna have to just live with it. Yes, so you're gonna see me shuffle. So whatever comes up, and when it comes up, and I'm like, oh my God, you see me shuffle. Yes, what do the ancestors want to say? Hard one. I have surgery. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I have surgery Friday. But we'll be okay. We're going to be doing a pretty short um, tarot that day. And if I don't hate me. I'm only human. I don't know what's going to happen with my hand. Kind of stressful, but Had to kind of focus. I was getting a little stressed there. So whenever you have to take a little moment out, that's all right, right? All right. So let's go ahead and shuffle these ones too. All right. Ancestral advice. Ancestral advice. Yes, ancestors stepping forward and guiding us with their wisdom and their knowledge. Okay, let's go ahead and take it down to the cards because that's what you came to say, right? Yeah. Here we go. All right. Okay. Keep my notes right here so I don't get lost. Okay. Number one card out of the five card spread. This is going to be your ancestor stepping forward who is guiding you at this time and at what type of ancestral energy is present. Okay. The primary message or overall theme your ancestors want you to hear. Okay. It's the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. This is about that battle. Remember that conflict, that instability. Okay. The core overall message, they see you fighting. They see you battling. Mm-hmm. They see you having your challenges and your problems. Right. They are fully aware. I mean, that's a pretty strong card. You saw me shuffle it. This comes up a lot. Remember when I said the message will, if it, the message will keep coming up if the message hasn't gotten through. Your ancestors are definitely seeing. This is the overall theme they want you to hear right now. They see you struggling. They absolutely see you struggling. Okay. All right. So let's see what the ancestors are saying about that, and if any ancestor is stepping forward at the time, and who is guiding you at this time, or what type of ancestral energy is present. It could be that it's not actually a person. You know, it's okay. Not a problem. Okay. So that's my baby, my daughter. So, anyways, okay. Okay, let's go back. My ADHD. This is the ancestral card. This is the advice. This can be the energy, the ancestral energy that is present. Okay, not necessarily that it's a person, but it's a very strong card, right? That's photografia. Okay, that's a photograph, and with the community, the Latina community, okay? Very much where I grew up. My grandmother, Natividad Torres, Martinez Torres, okay? My first last name was actually Torres. Um, so this being the photo, okay, the ritual is that you put, not ritual, but the culture asks that the altar is what the word I'm getting at. The altar you have for your, like I have an altar for my grandma, and you have the pictures and stuff, right? So this meaning being on this is that this definitely is the ancestor watching over you, a loved one. At the heart of the altar are photographs of your deceased loved ones, right? It's tradition. Okay. So this just means that hello, they carry on with you. Like they carry you. They are. emanating from your heart. They've made a deep impact on your life, and whoever this person is, they are fully aware of your struggles. So that's a very strong connection right there. So if you take a picture and put it on the altar, it's important to have, if you can see on the card, it even shows you like the skull, okay, the flowers, the candles, and stones. I even have rocks because I love going to the beach. So I think that's wonderful. That's a very strong connection right there. Your ancestors definitely are seeing your struggle. Um, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. No, card number one. Okay. So card number two is going to be the message they bring. What wisdom, truth, or reminder do your ancestors want you to hear right now? Okay. They always have a message for you. I mean, you got to live your life and do make your choices, but when they sometimes maybe see somebody sneaking around in your life, right? Okay. A past experience right now, specific, this could also be a specific ancestor that's going to pop up. This card is going to point to a specific memory, a past experience, okay, a particular ancestor or ancestors who has the most relevant guidance for this current situation. Because this is your current first card being your situation. Like I said, they see you struggling, okay, and they are very much present, okay. Okay, Two of Pentacles. You saw me shuffle. This came up the other day, didn't it? I mean, what's going on here? The message has not been received. Two of Pentacles. Two being about balance, right? Balance, relationships, and duality. My those are my keywords you'll always hear me use. So this is about balancing your resources. Pentacles representing Earth, right? Earth, resources, physical things in the body. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Balancing those resources. Are you balancing those resources? I mean, they're kind of seeing that you're not, right? They're kind of seeing that you're not because you're already. They just said they see you struggling. They are fully aware and they are present, seeing you struggle. So, what is the past experience? Not balancing your resources. Okay, that's what that says, right? Because the pentacles, like I said, being your resources, right? And the struggle. The struggle is real. Okay. All right. Would you like an ancestral card on that? I mean, that's what the advice is for. It hadn't called for one, but I think we should pull. What say y'all? I say, yeah. Okay. Okay. I heard you. Okay. And there it is. Camino. Okay. Okay. Camino. That's that's the road, right? That's the road you take, right? What road are you going to take? Taking care of your resources, huh? Dedicate each step you take to becoming more and more awake. Become awake about your resources, and each step you take being more careful. Okay, right? Because the road, you could pick a different road. You could pick a road this way. You could pick a road this way. You could pick a road that way. Downhill, huh? The downhill road, right? Right? But you got to walk with the beloved watching over you. The saying, the road you take with your money is gonna make a big. That's the footpath which you walk in, and to honor them means picking the right road, right? Right, picking the right path, because the door there is to your happiness, right? The skull, the skeletons in in this culture don't always represent what you think. It's revered. You know what I'm saying? This is part of the culture, as you can see. I mean, you can see my Santa Muerte right here, and it's been blessed. So, okay, alrighty, Aphrodites. Let's okay, and Hercules is if you're watching. All right, let's go ahead and get to card three. All right, this is a pattern to honor or heal an inherited strength to embrace, or a cycle to be released. Because any of you got toxic family? I know I do. Any of you got toxic family? I know I do. You got family out there that call you toxic? I do. Okay, this is going to be card 3. What ancestral gifts should I channel? Huh? What ancestral gifts should I channel? Right? What inherited strengths, cycles, toxic behaviors that need to be released? Huh. 10 of Pentacles, 10, right? The Pentacles again, the resources, right? What maybe needs to be released, that what you learned, right? That perfection, the or their lack of your of resources, maybe you just didn't grow up knowing, right? Because it's still pentacles and pentacles, right? Okay. Still those pentacles, those resources, right? Because swords, excuse me, pentacles representing earth, resources, physical things, and the body. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. So they're definitely watching you, wanting you to pick a different road, but that end of a cycle. This is because 10 can represent end of a cycle. So what they're saying is you need to end that cycle, right? That thing you need to be released, because that's what I'm getting. The thing you need to release, that thing you learned, right? Because this is about ancestral advice. That thing you learned, um, right? You just gotta probably let that. Or let's let that go, right? Okay. So the ancestral advice on ending that cycle. Hmm? These cards are a little bit thicker. I love these cards. Ah, number 30. Papel pecado. Okay, this is thin paper. That's what that means. Papel pecado. Thin paper. Have you ever been in a situation and it was just very, very sensitive and delicate? Um, yeah, your worries are paper thin, right? You have to see things, you have to see through it. You have to see through it. Let me read this what it says because it's beautiful. The sacred is not in heaven or far away. It is all around us, and small human rituals can connect us to its presence. And of course, the greatest gift and greatest challenge is to see the sacred in each other. That's beautiful. So, what this means is that paper thin, right? And this could even mean like the paper, right? Because we're talking resources, right? This could be very somebody's ancestors is very very specific, right? They like paper thin, delicately. It is delicate. Papel pecado is delicate. It's fragile, right? It actually can represent wind. Okay, it's it holds significant meaning and invokes the energy encoded in the image. Okay. It's also comical. Okay. Images of skeletons in typical life scenarios, if you could see. All right. Its roots in early Mexico. Okay. When the Aztec people um, first chiseled spirit figures into mulberry and fig tree bark. So it's displayed. Um, it's during the Dia de los Muertos, and it's just funny that it comes up on the resources because it's basically like paper thin, like you're running yourself thin, like your money's thin. If it was thicker, you wouldn't be struggling. It's like that's what I'm getting. Like this is comedic. Like this is very much comedic. Somebody's saying like, "Hello." Viper thin, my, it's a very direct, this is a very direct message. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. I love that. Ancestral protection and support. Okay. Number 4. How your ancestors are currently, okay, how your ancestors are currently protecting, assisting, walking with you. Okay. How can I better connect with my ancestors? How can I better connect with my ancestors? 4 Pentacles. You come up a lot too. Remember, I said if the message has not been received, it'll keep coming up. 4 being about stability, structure, and stagnation. Hello. Hello. What gift should you channel? Budget, y'all got money, man. Paper thin. It's, get that stability back. Hello. Pentacles. You saw me shuffle. You saw me cut. I was shuffling them earlier. I shuffled. You see me shuffle. See me cut. The message has yet to be received. Okay, we're going to put that right there so you guys can see it in the camera. All right, so we need Oracle. Yes, I think I wasn't going to, but I think we're going to keep that on the line with Ancestral. Ancestral. Okay. This one's a hard one for even me to say. I call it omelet if you look at the word. Omet el it's a very beautiful language, but I can't say it. This is basically like target on. That's what this is like ceremonial. Okay, but this like symbol is like target, right? Like so budget. What's the target? Like this is how that goes with this. Like paper thin. What? Get? How do you get stable? Hit the target. Hello. Okay. Let me find it in the book because these ones are a little bit harder for me. But this is how we get better. And this is omelet. Omet, omet, teo tool. Omet teo tool. Open the skylight of your mind and beyond infinity. My love, I know your pain comes from feeling separated from me. Sometimes you feel close, what you don't perceive. When you don't perceive my presence, it may be that I'm attending to my curriculum in the University of the Afterlife. Take this card that you pulled because it's not so much that you desire connection with, but the heart of the universe itself. Okay. I need more hands. So yeah, on the target. How to fix it? Get on target because that's what this is. I mean, it's got a lot of meaning in within the deck, but in this reading, it's you know hit the target, right? You see what I'm saying? I hope so. Cause okay, let me read this, and then hopefully what I'm saying will make sense. Cause that's what I've been trying to find in the book. Okay. In other words, omit Teotl is at the center and the circumference. It is the vibration that contains all reality, deities, and dichotomies, and all that is personal and infinite at the same time. It directly translates as the divine energy of duality merging into oneness. It's mysterious beauty and ever becoming power of the universe. So it's, having your control, self control over power and hitting the target and getting stable with your money. I love that. I love that. Because remember, ready? Remember, message received earlier, paper thin. That's what they said, pick the right road. Because they've been watching you, remember? Hello. Okay. Number 5, excuse me. Okay, this is the last card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the message and support from the ancestors. Okay, this is the way forward, how to integrate your ancestral wisdom into your daily life. Okay, and if we go back, this was swords, pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. Okay, and then the end we got wands, which is fire, passion, activities, and projects, which represents Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. 4, again, 4, stability. Okay, that's what 4 represents, structure, stagnation, not being stagnant, right? Because we can't go either way, right? So you got to have that project, right? You got to have that activity. Those are just my keywords. You have to budget, and you will find that balance. See the victory. Okay. So, and on top of your victory card, because what you're gonna do is budget, right? Because you're gonna get that structure. You're gonna set that budget and stabilize yourself. Ah, not quite. This is awesome because this is the spirit. Spirit, it's like a spirit guide. Take responsibility for the worlds your words convey. Okay. Love it. Love it. Let me read the other part. Okay. The most widely spoken indigenous language in North America is Nah, Nahuatl. It is spoken by over 1 million people in Mexico. It used diphrasism, okay, which means it takes 2 words to combine and it creates a third word, okay, with a more elevated meaning, okay. So we could take a word that means flower and another word that means song, but put it together and it translates to a whole different meaning. So, whereas our logic here would say that this is about getting beyond that field of logical possibilities and fitting your spiritual practice into your practical reality and getting a balance in your higher nature. Does that make sense? So remember I said budget? So yeah, a full world right here, right? Because this was meaning a whole language, like a whole different state of being, a whole different, right? A whole different way of being. This is you elevating yourself. Stair steps to elevate you a higher place of reckoning. So budget. Remember I said budget? You can read through the whole book, but let's read the cards. I said budget. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. I hope you enjoyed that. You want to go over it one more time? So, your indeed ancestors have been watching you struggle, watching you struggle, right? There's your struggle. And knowing you have to pick a better road. Pick a better road? Pick a better road, right? Because remember the direct message? Paper thin. Not my budgeting you on paper thin. And the best way to do that is to budget. Hit the mark, hit the spot, hit the target right there. See? And then what to do? Budget, budget, budget. Tier, tier, tier. You know what I'm saying? Mm, 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 All right. I hope y'all enjoyed that. This went a little bit longer, but that's okay. I was trying to go get a little bit longer. So let me know in the comments if you enjoyed that. Um, Make sure you like it. Give it a like, give it a like. Okay? Please, please, please. And share it out. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe for me. That'd be great. And yeah, let me know what else you want to see. Okay? Let me know what else you want me to do or cover or, whatever. What I'm saying. I'm really glad you were here. Thank you for watching. And I love y'all.